Hey, I'm here with Davis Adams from Honda at the Texas Truck Rodeo, and we are sitting in a brand new Honda Passport.
We are. So this is the brand new 2020 Honda Passport. Passport was brand new for 2019, so an all-new model. Or if you think way back, you might remember the Isuzu Rodeo and the Honda Passport that was built on that platform. But this one's actually all new for us and completely built and designed and developed by Honda, built in a Honda factory in Alabama. And it's a great vehicle. So it's a midsize SUV. It's a 5-passenger vehicle. Essentially, what you're looking at here is it's built on the same platform as a Pilot, but instead of having a third row, it's actually 6 inches shorter in total length and has a lot more cargo capacity. But it's a little bit more of a personal experience. If you don't have a family that's as big as like a third row might predicate kind of thing. So
Right, and people who have bigger families love the Pilot because they love that third row, and lots of people need that. But if you don't need that, the cargo in the Passport, as you can see if you look behind me,
it's huge.
I mean, the Passport is a cavernous space for cargo.
Yeah.
But what's really important to me, and what I think Honda does really well, is the safety aspect. So talk to me about the safety options that are available even at the base level Passport.
Yeah, so I think the first thing that's important to know when it comes to anything on our light truck platform is the ACE body structure. So ultimately, you have some very high strength steel and very some new welding technologies and that kind of stuff that are really developed on this vehicle to, in the event that the unthinkable happens and you get into an accident, that the vehicle has a passenger cell that's built to protect you, the driver, but also your kids. Passenger safety is a huge deal to us. We pride ourselves on safety. So in the worst case scenario, we're here for you. And then on top of that, to help avoid those situations is kind of the standard technology that's on Passport kind of across the board, no matter which trim you get, and that's the Honda Sensing suite of semi-autonomous and safety aids. So that's radar cruise control, adaptive cruise control. That is that's the emergency warning. So if the car in front of you is slowing down quickly, it'll flash at you and tell you that it's a forward collision warning. And then it actually has a collision mitigation braking system. So if it thinks that you might have an accident, it can actually grab the ABS and slow the vehicle down. If you're going 25 miles an hour or slower, it can actually come to a complete stop. If you're going faster than that, it can shave as much as 25 miles an hour off your total speed before you do have that impending collision. So that's a big deal. But also, there's more. You also have the side-to-side systems. So we have a lane centering system that actually watches the road ahead of you while you're on the highway. And so you have a lane departure warning. It tells you if it's kind of drifting in and out. It has the lane keep assist that actually helps center you in your lane as you're going down the road. And then again, if you get distracted or something like that, it's kind of an abrupt system, but the road departure mitigation system, if it thinks you're crossing over that solid line, it will actually move you back in quickly. That one's a scary system, so is the collision mitigation system. Both will kind of give you a fright, but those are there really to help avoid some of the worst situations that are out there.
And here's what I like about that, because this can be a family car, but also, if you're going to buy a new Passport, you can also teach your teenager on this vehicle because of all the safety features. And when you have a teenager who's learning to drive, you want them to have all those latest technology features. You want them to have someone looking over them as they're driving, and all those safety features make a huge difference.
It's nice because they're actually the sensitivities are adjustable on them, so you can teach your teenager kind of what is the safe amount of space to keep between you and the car in front of you, and what really like how to manage the road, conservatively, driving defensively, driving smart, and then ultimately it will help them make good decisions. But we always say that the responsibility is on the driver to be the actual pilot of the vehicle, and so we want to make sure that we're helping them go along, but that they are also they're learning good habits, and then they are executing on the road.
Now, my first new car was a Honda Civic EX with an aftermarket sunroof.
Yeah.
Back in the early 90s.
Did it leak?
It did not.
Oh, you win.
It did not.
That's good. Yeah.
And my sister is on her second Honda Odyssey. So 2 in a row.
Cool.
10, 15 years of Odyssey. And my parents had an Accord for a long time. So what I love about Honda is that it delivers. It's reliable. You cannot go wrong with a Honda, and the resale value also is spectacular.
We try very hard to maintain our residual value. You know, if a customer is going to, use their hard-earned money to invest in us, that we want a vehicle that when they get ready to go and sell it to the next person and move into their next Honda or Acura if they're really upgrading, that there's an opportunity for them to recoup as much of their investment as they can, as much as what they put into it as possible. So it's something that I'm really proud of. You know, we don't release cars to fleets and that kind of stuff. We don't sell to Hertz or Enterprise, so you're not like flooding the market with a bunch of recent used cars to compete with your purchase when you go to sell your car.
That makes a big difference.
It makes a huge difference, just supply and demand. You know, every used Honda on the road is a loved Honda by someone's family, which is great. And they are there. I mean, reliability is one of our calling cards, right? People know that our durability is there, and so you have a safe car, you have a reliable car, you have a car that holds its value well, and you have a fun car. You know, like our vehicles are developed to be a little more entertaining to drive, and that kind of stuff really engage the driver, which is one of the things that draws me to the company and one of the reasons I love working here. I love a good time. I love sports cars. And I love that even if you get an SUV, it can be an engaging opportunity to drive around. So
yes,
it's good.
We drove this in the off-road, and it handles the ruts and bumps really well.
Yeah.
So it's capable. It's a capable drive.
Torque vectoring all drive, baby. You can do it.
Last question.
Yes, ma'am.
If you had to think of a song that represented this car,
Oh.
what kind of music would it be?
Oh.
It's got like a really fun, upbeat vibe. I'm thinking something.
So let me. Okay. So let me tell you what I've actually been listening to when driving the Passport,
Okay.
and maybe this is the wrong answer, but I'll tell you, I'm from Georgia, and I've been using these for camping a lot lately. I have one that actually has a rooftop tent on it, and we've been spending a lot of time in the woods.
Fun.
And so I have been listening to Patsy Cline radio. Which is like old Western stuff, and it feels right because we're in Texas right now, and this is like, and that's not like my normal jam, but for whatever reason, I felt moved by it. Otherwise, I'm normally like a BPM or chill radio and XM kind of guy, but it's called me back to like a little bit more country and like old country.
I like that. I'm going to counter that with Brandi Carlile because
Okay.
she's got that Patsy Cline kind of feel, that soulful voice, but she's modern.
I like
which
that.
Which is why I think that fits the Passport.
I also like Casey Musgraves for similar reasons.
Excellent choice.
There you go.
Thanks, Davis.
Thank you so
We
much.
really enjoyed the Passport off and on road, and it's definitely a great choice for families.
You should consider one.